Hey, my name is Dan. I used to work at the biggest dealership in the country. I left and now I teach you how to buy a car without getting fucked. So one of the topics I wanted to cover was, should you buy a car in 2018? I'm gonna go over some articles that I found online and what other people are saying. You may have seen similar topics on YouTube, but what I'm gonna talk about at the end of the video is what it means for you. How that is actually going to impact you cash wise, money wise, what's going to happen to your car when you buy it. So if we look over here, this article is talking about Motor Trend, how Honda is great, Honda Accord is amazing, but it's not selling. Second article that I found is Honda Accord is a slow seller, so dealers are asking for help. Who are they asking for help? They're asking first manufacturers. They're asking for rebates, they're asking for special incentives, they're asking for cash back, they're asking for more advertising, so they do more advertising and more people come to the dealership to buy a car. And they're asking people that are running these blogs, these news articles, whatever you want to call them, YouTube channels about cars like Car Reviewers, KBB, NADA, all those places. They're asking for more advertising, more videos covering this car. Second, Honda Accord is great, but it's not selling. Honda Accord is actually a brand new Honda Accord. This is not a regular Honda that was just revamped or just has a facelift. They actually got a brand new interior, brand new exterior, new suspension, new transmission, new engine. Everything is new for this car. And this car is good, but it's not selling. Why is it not selling? I'll tell you why in just a little bit. Here's another article. Torque News, 2018 Honda Accord is not selling as well as predicted. Honda was actually banking on this car. They thought this car is gonna sell like hotcakes, but it's not selling. In fact, at the beginning of 2018, Honda had 6 months worth of inventory of Honda Accords. 6 months worth of inventory. That's how their parking lots looked like. 6 months is still not over. Right now it's about to be September. They still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of cars that are just sitting there waiting to be sold. And that's why dealerships will do anything. They will put all sorts of incentives for you to buy a Honda right now. A Honda Accord, not just any Honda, Honda Accord. Here's a diagram that I got from Motor Intelligence. If you look at the right side and left side of the graph, this graph shows the changes of sales from 2015 to 2016. All right, so if you look on the right, green lines that are on the right are SUVs. If you look at the left side, the blue lines that are on the left are sedans. Right side is increased sales, left side is decreased sales. If you look at what this graph is showing is that sedans are going down in sales and SUVs are going up in sales. Now this has been going on since 2016, for 2 years. Nobody is talking about it. How come it takes me, a guy that used to be a salesman, left the dealership, has to make a video how you're about to get fucked? Consumer Reports not talking about it, KBB not talking about it, NADA not talking about it. Nobody is telling you that you will get fucked if you buy a sedan. Keep calm. I'll just show you more stuff. I'll show you more. America's top 10 selling midsize SUVs. 2015 is blue. 2016 is red. If the red line is less than the blue line, that means sales of sedans are going down significantly. Let's take a look at this. Camry, down. Honda, surprisingly about the same. Nissan Altima, down. Ford Fusion, down. Chevy Malibu, I have no idea what Chevy is doing, how they got their sales up. Must be all them JD Power Awards. I'm sorry, I can't even with the JD fucking Power Awards. I'll talk about that bullshit also. So, Hyundai Sonata, about the same. Kia Optima, down. Volkswagen Passat, down. Chrysler, they actually canceled production of Chrysler because it was that bad. Subaru Legacy up a little bit. Subaru is a different type of sedan. It's an all-wheel drive sedan and people are buying it because of all-wheel drive capabilities. But in another video, link below, I'll talk about why you shouldn't buy Subaru. Subaru is absolute cancer. If you're buying Subaru for more than 5 years, more than 7 years, if you're buying Subaru with over 60,000 miles, stay away from it. I'll talk about that in a different video. All right, here's another graph that's showing us death of small car market in 2015. And the reason there's a smile on my face is because this has been going on since 2015, 16, 17, 18 is almost over. 2018 is about to be over in a few months. And nobody is telling you that if you buy a sedan, you're gonna lose a lot of money. I'll tell you how you're gonna lose that money in a little bit. I just want to make sure that you understand what has been going on, that I'm not, what I'm talking about did not just appear. It didn't just magically appear out of space and I'm just telling you about this. This has been going on for many, many, many years, but nobody's talking about it because they're getting paid very well by car manufacturers and dealerships not to talk about this. So you can see that the blue line, which is SUV and trucks, has been climbing up, and the red and orange line has been going down. In 2015, there has been more sales of trucks and SUVs than there has been sedans. And why is that? Here's the reason why people are buying SUVs over sedans. First, you get better seating position. It's just more comfortable. Second, you carry more cargo. Third, you carry more people. It's much more safer. You can take it in the snow or off-road, whatever the situation may be. And here's the coolest part. You can put your pets in it. I'm just kidding. It's not the coolest part, but whatever. People are having dogs. People are having fucking cats and shit. You can stuff them in the back no matter what the situation is. Here's something else. You can tow with the SUV. You can't really tow with the sedan. Imagine you go into a lake in a Honda Accord or a Camry. I mean, a lunch, what are you gonna, I can't even think what can you bring? Just a big cooler with stuff and that's it. By the time you fit 20 flip-flops, towels, maybe umbrella or blow up fucking mattress or whatever, you can't really put anything into it. You want to take an SUV wherever you're going with your family. You're going shopping, you're taking an SUV because you're going to be buying shit. You're going to a lake, you're getting an SUV. Wherever you're going, you're taking an SUV because it has more room, it has more practicality. So the reason people are buying more SUVs in the last 3 years than sedans is right here. Let me show you. Magic, bam. Can you tell the difference? I can't. If you're getting same gas mileage or similar, are you gonna buy a sedan or an SUV? With the SUV, better gas mileage or the same gas mileage, better seating position, the ride is just more enjoyable. All-wheel drive, you have more room for people and stuff to carry. It's sport utility vehicle. There's utility to it. There's practicality to driving an SUV compared to sedan. Now Ford has realized this. In fact, they have realized this so much, they're actually cutting out a bunch of their cars. They're cutting out C-Max, Fiesta, Ford Focus, Ford Fusion, and Taurus. They're gonna keep Mustang just because it's a Mustang. And they're gonna keep their minivans because of churches and small businesses. Actually, speaking of minivans, if you're gonna be buying a minivan, you're gonna encounter the same problem as you're gonna encounter with the sedan. Unless your minivan is all-wheel drive, then you are gonna have real problems in a couple of years when you decide to trade it in or sell it. So here's where you're really gonna lose money when you're buying a minivan or a sedan in 2018. What's gonna happen in 5-7 years when you decide to sell that sedan or a minivan, not an SUV? You're gonna be in a position where nobody wants that sedan, nobody wants that minivan because everybody is looking to get actual SUV. Here's an example. In 2012, sales of smartphones have surpassed the sales of dumb phones, flip phones, okay? You're in 2012 and you're deciding to buy a dumb phone, a flip phone, when everybody else is already buying smartphone. 5 years later, 6 years later, 3 years later, whatever years later, you decide to get rid of that dumb phone that you bought and you're gonna be trading that phone in. How much money you think you're gonna get for it? Or let's say you sell that phone to one of your friends or on Craigslist. How much are you going to sell that flip phone in 2017, 2016, 2015? Nobody wants that shit. How much are you going to sell your sedan for in 2022, 2021, or 2020 when it's time for you to trade that car in? Nobody's going to want that shit anymore. You're going to be stuck with a sedan that you owe money on, and nobody wants that thing anymore. You're not going to be able to get what you want for it. Everybody is going to be buying SUVs. If you bought a sedan in 2018, I feel bad for you. You went with a very slick salesman. He sold it to you even though you should have been buying an SUV. So the moral of this whole video is stay the fuck away from sedans and minivans. Buy a SUV. This is Dan with 60 Minute Car. I'm signing out, and I'll see you on the internet.